Yesterday I went out for my first run of the season because even though on the calendar it is not spring yet, boy did it feel like spring yesterday. So I decided to put on my sneakers and go out and really enjoy it and make the most of it. For me, that embodies the idea of putting a spring in your step. And I want to know for you, what is it that you like to do when, the sun starts to shine and you start to feel that change? Do you have a routine? I really like to get some feedback from you to see how you're doing. And I want to share with you also a little bit about what I'm up to in some projects. So 3 years ago, I did this when I was just launching a program. It was my first coaching program, and I put a call out to people who wanted to get into some self-care, who wanted to be part of this. And the idea was it was a starter program to help you to embody joy. Because at the end of the day, like when I went running yesterday, is because I wanted to feel good and it made me feel good. And when I do yoga or I do other activities, generally, I do it because it makes me feel good. Otherwise, why do it? And I figure you're probably the same. So I want to know, what activities do you do that make you feel good? So this is something that you can do with me. And if you're interested in learning more about the program, you can just comment hashtag for embodied joy. Or you can just say, hey, I'm interested. And I'll reach out to you anyway. But I can reach out to you with all the details. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it in a few minutes. I just wanted to say one thing about, like I was saying, change of seasons and feeling the drive to do something different. And that's what comes up in me. And really what it boils down to is it's time for a change, right? When the seasons change, sometimes we feel that we're in that right space to follow that nature's wisdom and make changes as well. Especially, the sun's shining, it feels good, you want to be outside. So for me, I love that. I go outside. But sometimes, it's more convenient to do something inside as well. So that's where I do different kinds of activities. I do some high intensity training workouts, and of course the yoga and some breathing exercises and some meditation. And when I can, I get my butt outside and I go hiking and I go running and I do all those cool things. But I think that really the essence, no matter what it is that you like to do, the essence is it's time to act. It's time to do something. I don't know. I think that's that whole spring fever thing, right? We've been cooped up inside all winter and we want to get out and we want to do something. So if you've got that drive inside of you where you want to do something different, it's time to act for you, then again, I encourage you to check out this program, because it's a really good way to start. And I think that really over the years, the thing that I have adopted that has served me the best, really truly, is the habit. It's the habit of just doing what I want to do. And I mean that in the sense of, yes, the things that I do are good for me, but the things that I do, I enjoy. They're fun. And it's getting into the habit regularly of making that part of your life. So that self-care is really an integral part of something that is, it's non-negotiable for you. And difficulty is, for most people, is to include some time every day to do that. And so that's why I wanted to offer you this program as well, because I have heard from so many people that, the biggest obstacle for them in terms of being able to achieve their wellness goals is having the time to do it and being consistent. Sometimes it's motivation, but for the most part, it's really about having time and then making it part of your everyday. So making that commitment to invest in yourself. And so for me, I said, okay, what is success? Success is something where you set a goal and you reach it, and then you set another goal and you can reach that. So you can really change up what your, where the bar is for you. But when you start out with something, it's really important that you set the bar super low, right? We want success. We want whatever it is that, we set out to do to be super achievable, because then you're happy and then you want to do more. And that's the key. It's having fun. It's doing stuff that makes you happy. And that's why my tagline is for Embodied Joy, because that's why we do all this stuff. I don't do yoga so I can be a super yogi. I do yoga so I can have the energy to do all the other fun, cool things in my life. I do enjoy it because, doing it does make me feel good. And so does running, and so do all these other things. But really, at the end, yoga is a system that helps us to better manage our energy, to have better resources available to us so that we have vitality, so that we've got that bounce, so that we can go out and just have, our best life and loads of fun. So that's me. If you guys have some comments that you want to put up in terms of, what it is that you like to do for fun, and there's a couple things, like what's your biggest obstacle to making self-care, health, fitness, wellness, or even some of your personal goals a reality. So what's stopping you? And then tell me, what do you really like to do and what can you do consistently? And I think that's the key. It's really about being consistent. So initially, when I launched this program, one of the things that I realized was that sometimes people who are just getting started do need a little bit more support. Now, I wanted this to be something that was accessible anytime that you wanted to do it. So that's why it's an online program. It's 21 days. I really suggest that you do it inside the 21 days, but you can come back to it if it takes you a little bit longer, you get a little bit off track, that's fine. But what I realized though was that because this is just you getting started, it's not a weight loss program, it's not a fitness program, it's a self-care program. And it's a program above all else that's going to help you to create the habit of taking care of yourself. And then once you've done that, then you can build on it. But what I realized is people that are just getting started need a little bit more support. So there's a Facebook group that I've created, and that I had before. But then I thought, okay, what else can I do? So I think that it would be really important to have a Zoom workshop one time during those 21 days. We can all get together and we can have a Zoom workshop, and then that way we can actually share and discuss things. So that's something that I'm going to add into the program. And if you have a friend who says to you all the time, oh, well, I want to take better care of myself. I want to feel better. I want to feel like myself again. This is the starting point, and it would be really awesome if you had a buddy that you could do it with. So if you are interested in getting on board with that, again, just comment hashtag for Embodied Joy, or just go like, hey, Sonia, send me the stuff, right? So it's easy. There's a link that I'll send you. And then in there, there's like different things that I offer. Actually, you'll see my list of, I have a few freebies that I offer. I have some, the coaching programs and workshops, but you'll see 21-day starter challenge for Embodied Joy. And you click on that, it'll send you to a survey. It's really, really short. You essentially answer a few quick questions, and then we get the ball rolling from there. So there is a cost to this program, but it's really, really low. I wanted to make it super accessible for everybody. So it's on promotion right now for $21, which is $1 a day for the entire program. So it's really not expensive. It's not a lot of investment for you to get on board and just to give it a try, When should you start this program? Well, if you wanted to get started, I like following, like I said, spring is in the air. I like following the cycles of nature. So check it out. There's going to be a new moon on March the 10th. And if we started on March the 10th, that would give you exactly 21 days to get to the end of the month. So you'd finish the program. If you started on the 10th, you could start before if you wanted to. But if you started on the 10th, you could finish it by the 31st of March. That would be the last day. And that would be super cool, because anybody who really, really enjoys that program, or who's actually now ready to do something that's a bit of a deeper dive, I'm very excited to announce that I'm going to do the same kind of process as I did last time when I launched this. I'm going to call out to a few people. I can't have too many people in the program, but I want like 10 to 15 really serious people who want to reach some bigger goals and who are ready to work with me for 8 weeks. I'm going to build out a program with you, and there's going to be more one-on-one coaching. There's going to be some more group coaching so that you really have a chance to get some feedback. And it's going to be, again, based on yoga and fitness, but also breathing, meditation, all things to help you to help increase your self-awareness and to get your nervous system in a place where you can rest, repair, and digest. So that's all the foundational work. And then from there, you build your vitality and you build your energy and you rekindle a little bit more of your spark. And then you can put that into whatever it is that you want to put it into. So if you have a personal goal, particularly if you're a creative person like I am, and you have a creativity goal that you would like to start to reach, then this is another great way to do it, is to start by saying, okay, I need energy to create something. That's physics, that's life, that's the way the world was created, I'm pretty sure. You can debate me on that one, but you need energy to create and to make something, and you need energy to create a change. And when we transform and we change, it's all this, it's sort of like, you know, how can I put it? You sometimes need to cast things away and then add more to. So sometimes it's good to reevaluate like where you're at in your body, where you're at in all of your spheres, mental, emotional, physical. And this program is going to help us to really dig into that stuff and then figure out, what can I let go of and what do I want to add to get closer to being in that place where I'm feeling happy, where I'm feeling successful, and I'm being the person that I want to be. And the key to all that is not just thinking about it, it's taking action. The essence is, it's spring. Put a spring in your step by taking good care of yourself, because if you start now, you're going to be in top shape for summer. And like I said, it's not necessarily going to make you physically, you know, top shape. This is not a workout program. And this is not pure yoga either. It's a blend of yoga-based, fitness-based, health, wellness, mindfulness, meditation, breathing, all those good things. And I really encourage you to get on board with me now if you'd like to make a change. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, and be well. Mwah.